guys, we are at Fan Expo Canada today in Toronto, and damn, things are gonna get crazy. There's a bunch of awesome stuff that we're gonna check out, and as you can already tell, this video is a little bit different than what we usually do. It's more of a vlog style. I'll show you guys all the really awesome stuff that's being shown in the convention center. So come on, let's go.
So for this, we just bought a Thor's hammer off the shelf from eBay.
Yeah.
And then we took lead weights for tires, like counterweights,
Yeah.
melted those down in a crucible, and then filled this up with lead. So now this is about 73 pounds. Really heavy.
Could I, is it okay?
Try.
I can, well, I just want to like,
You can try
I
it.
can try, I'm not going to be able to. Oh damn, that is heavy. That is, I'm not worthy, I'm not worthy.
Just, these were laser cut.
Yeah.
We just designed, we made the CAD files and then sent them off to a laser cutting place and they laser cut these for us. And then these are just powder coated product.
That's so neat. Take a look at that. Oh, it's
That one's a heavy one.
yeah, I'm gonna go for this one.
Yeah, probably,
wow.
probably your best bet.
Much heavier than I'd imagined. Yeah, badass. It's good. Just imagine that. Ooh, it's got some nice weight to it. Hey Jess, hello. By the way, no worries. I'm like a huge fan. Thank you. It's amazing to meet you. So what's a day in the life of Miss Nigri?
Internal suffering. No, it's really good. Do you want like a con day? Do you want like a home day?
Home day, go for
Home day? Okay.
Yeah.
Usually we'll wake up around 8 or 9 if we're like being good.
Yeah.
Maybe hopefully go for a hike if we don't have anything going on. Then answer emails, then do some crafting, then play some games, then do some crafting, answer emails, and then sleep.
Nice.
It's boring.
No, that's a great day. Honestly, if I could have that day every day, that'd be great. What about your con days? A lot more stressful?
Stress is relative for a con day because like you're real stressed getting ready and getting like ready for the con leading up to it, but then and like the day in the morning of getting ready.
Yeah.
But actually at the con it's so easy because everyone is so nice.
Any other cosplays in the works right now? What do you
In the works? I got a secret.
Yeah.
There's one for Project Ebon Blade with Zach Fisher, so you can.
Oh,
yeah, big
yeah.
Sally Whiteman. So.
Very nice, very nice. That's gonna be awesome. Are you excited for BlizzCon coming up?
So excited.
So excited. Have you played the new WoW expansion yet?
No! My boyfriend's playing it and he keeps like pulling me over and he's like, look at this guy, watch
Ryan
this
is
cutscene. And I'm like,
playing without you?
what the fuck are you doing, Ryan? Because I have so much to do.
Yeah.
Because I make all my own stuff and I do all my own stuff, so he'll be like streaming, and then when it's time for like Patreon packaging, he'll be like, okay, I'm done playing WoW. And I'm like,
you're like, no, I want to play WoW too.
I don't want to trade. You'd be like, you be Jessica, let's trade.
Let's trade up. Yeah. No, but no, you're fantastic, and thank you again for doing this interview.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Living in the future that we can just, you know, make something with your friends and watch it go out and be seen all over the place.
Awesome. And what is in the future for Sean Ward?
Hopefully getting that 10 million diamond play button, because like there was a time when I thought that 100,000 subscribers was like the dream. And it just keeps on going, and every time it's getting to a new level, I'm like, oh great, yeah, this is an awesome place to have reached. And then it keeps going and it keeps going, so now it's almost just like, well, can we take it that far? Let's see.
Yeah, let's do it.
Loving
well,
it.
Thanks, Sean.
Oh, thank you.
It was great talking to you guys.
See ya, love you, Fan Expo, peace.
Hey guys, we're here with Kat Ward, who has made these amazing Pokemon structures. So can you tell us how long it takes to make these?
They all have different times, obviously, but they actually take longer to make disproportionate to the size increase. So Rayquaza and Rapidash were made at the same time over a period of 8 months, but on the other hand, Trapinch and Jolteon were both made within a week.
Cool.
So yeah, pretty big difference.
So how do you decide which Pokemon you want to make? Is it just your favorites, or?
It's a complicated set of reasons, and it tends to revolve around what I like and what body type I want to make and how they interact with the other ones in terms of diversity.
Cool.
So like for the Decidueye over there, I wanted to make something that had wings and represented a grass type.
Yeah.
So he did both, and so that's why I chose him.
Which one do you think is your favorite that you've made so far?
You know what? I'm really leaning towards my Houndoom.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to pick a favorite, but I think it would be her, and I wish I had a little longer to work on her, but yeah.
She
I think
looks awesome though.
Thank you so much.
So awesome. I also heard a little rumor that people can actually sit on top of the Lapras. It was made for kids to be able to get on top.
When I made Lapras a year ago, she was built with, like, her intention was actually different from everybody else because I didn't have a team. I originally thought, you know what can I make that would be strong enough for kids to go on to?
Yeah.
A Lapras.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's over 9,000. Hey guys, I'm here with Miss Harvey today at Fan Expo. How's it going?
Really great, actually. The day is just, like you said, flying by.
So tell us, who are you in the CSGO world?
Okay, so I'm a professional female gamer in the CSGO world. I say female gamer because there's a lot of people that really like to point that out, but I'm like any other pro. I sponsor to play, I practice really hard, I travel the world to go to these events, and yeah, I'm an influencer as well.
Damn, how long have you been playing for?
I've been playing CSGO for 15 years. I started in 2003, so it's been a long time. It was CS, regular CS at the time.
Yeah.
It's been kind of crazy. It was not like it is today now. It exploded a couple years ago, and now it's my full-time job.
So, like, what led you to starting to play CSGO?
CS was, I've always been a gamer, but it was more like I'm a gamer, but I also do sports, I do whatever. And when I started playing CS, it was because I wanted to go to prom with a guy, and it was the only thing he was doing, and I thought, oh, maybe if I start CS, then he'll like want to spend time with me. I mean, I went to prom with him, but we did not spend time together. He did not care at all. So it's a really depressing story, but then I found my real love, which is Counter-Strike and gaming, so
yeah, it's
turned
like
out really good.
Silver lining. Yeah. So why do you love the game so much? Like, what about it like inspires you to play like every single day, go to tournaments and whatnot?
I think CS is one of the there's very few games on the market that allows for simplicity but so complex meta. I can compare it to any sports. Let's say hockey. It's the same game that has been going on for years. There's slight rules changes, slight things that changes, but you see like kind of offensive teams, defensive teams, and people working on strategies, and that's how it is in Counter-Strike. You watch these teams, you try to counter them, and creates new waves, new practice methods. I'm pretty much always practicing with my team, and that's what I like the most about Counter-Strike. If I was a solo player in a solo game, me personally, I would have probably moved on. But playing with a team and like having this, I want to say dance when you actually compete, where everybody knows what they're doing at what time, and like the strategies are really fluid and fixed, and it allows for like great moments, and like, oh my god, what we worked on for so long kind of succeeded. It's just, this is what I play for. This is so fun.
Yeah, that's amazing. Can you tell us a little bit more about your team?
Yeah, so I'm currently on a team called CSGO. I'm playing with 5 other amazing girls all across the world. Well, I said world, but it's more North America. We're 2 Canadians, 4 Americans, and we have people that are 17 years old, and I'm 32, so it's really from all across the regions. and obviously I'm French Canadian, so sometimes my accent kind of like, what did you say? What does that mean? So I'm also, you know, kind of sometimes get lost in translation, but it's still great. It's still great. Like that's why I love playing.
So what advice would you give new players who are coming into CSGO that want to, you know, try to climb up the ladder and get into tournaments and whatnot?
Well, I would say that there's one thing about CSGO in any esports game is that it's accessible to anyone, and I think that's the greatest thing. It doesn't matter how old you are. You might be 15, you might be 25. You can still eventually try to make a living out of it. If you want to compete, if you want to just be an entertainer, if you want to work behind the scene, in front of the scene, if you want to coach, manage, like there's so many jobs that revolve around CSGO, and it's actually pretty damn great. So not give up, keep working, find the right game too. Yeah, I'm playing CSGO, but maybe your game isn't CSGO. Don't try to force it into a specific game. I mean, the Twitch community is always pretty intense with diversity and people that are different. So for me, I have a great community, but sometimes you can get like some action and some issues around there. But that's why, like a company like Omen, we try to push for diversity. We try to push for a healthy lifestyle. We try to make a difference for people like me and others that do feel different, to feel more welcome within the community. Whether it's on Twitch, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on any social media, whether it's at a local event or anything like that, I think it's important to showcase this diversity. And really, if you are being like a streamer on Twitch and you find it hard because sometimes people, you know, say whatever things and it really affects you, try to always focus back on yourself and the people that surround you and the people that actually matter. It's so easy to take that one bad comment and let it affect you when you have like 20,000 good comments on the side, and you know, you probably heard it 15,000 times, but you gotta move on. You can't let them win, and focus on the good things around you.
Awesome. I think that's great. Thank you so much for letting us interview.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. This is great.
Yeah, and happy Fan Expo.
Thank you so much.
Members worldwide, and we just love Star Wars so much that we create movie accurate costumes, and they're so accurate that we are recognized by Lucasfilm to be out and promoting their game.
Today at the Warner Brothers Games booth at Fan Expo. How's it going?
It's going super well. It's so nice to see people play our game. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, it looks amazing. I'm like dying to try it out.
I'm looking forward to try it and get your hands on.
Yeah, so we're gonna give Hitman 2 a go in just a minute, and what can you say, like, before we get to the game, what can I expect from this new Hitman title?
So what you're gonna experience now is that you're gonna get the entire Miami level. So you have to take out 2 targets. Yeah. Sierra Knox and Robert Knox, and it's in Miami. Yeah. It's a full level, and there's no restrictions, so you just go nuts.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I heard that there's a couple of fun weapons that we can use.
Yeah.
Is there a fish by any chance that I can use to assassinate my target?
The flamingo suit and the fish, of course it's there. Yeah. So we'll snipe people with the fish, right?
100% gonna do that.
Yeah.
So what's different about Hitman 2 compared to the previous Hitman titles?
Hitman 2 is not, previous Hitman game was episodic. Yeah. Hitman 2 is not gonna be that. We choose to do that because we want to create more varied content, but giving us to release all the levels at once, give us way more variety of, you know, creating more varied content. Yeah. Also, we are always talking about the freedom of approaching our game, so we also want to give you that when you play the game, so you can actually play it with like exactly how you want.
Awesome.
We have a lot of new elements. We have working mirrors, we have security cameras that will actually bust you if you're trespassing. We have foliage, we have new combat AI, with new weapons, new items. There's so many things.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
So, are there going to be any DLCs coming out for the game, like anytime soon after its release?
Not anytime soon after release. We're focusing on the release right now, but in the future we will have 2 DLC packs coming.
Okay, great.
But for now we'll focus on Hitman 2, of course, and all the live content we want to give out, and that's going to be free. We have like elusive targets, and we have contracts and escalations and everything. So there's a lot of cool things coming, and also some secrets we still are not talking about.
Maybe some celebrity targets by any chance?
Never know.
Ah, okay. And tell us about the new game modes that are in Hitman 2. I know there's Sniper Assassin. Is there any like other game modes in the game, or?
Not that I can talk about right now, but we're very excited about Sniper Assassin. It's a free pre-order bonus, and it's nothing that we will still keep, evolving on Sniper Assassin even after November 13th. So there will come new sniper maps and so on and so forth. So we're really excited, man. We bring co-op for the first time in the Hitman franchise through Sniper Assassin, and it's just so cool to sit and snipe, but it's so cooler to play it with a friend, and like be able to try to take out targets. Like it feels really as an assassin. And so it's what we were aiming for. Like this is 100% immersion.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And are there any Easter eggs in the game that you can maybe hint to us a little bit?
No, I don't wanna. But there's a lot of Easter eggs.
Okay, great.
We really like. We have this very serious game.
Yeah.
But we still have this very funny banter and dialogue. So for us it's like a perfect balance.
Yeah, that's always kind of been the staple of the franchise too,
exactly.
right? Yeah.
That's what we want to be known for. We really like to be the funny guys, but we don't want to be goofy. We want to be serious, but still the fun guys. We want to be the fun uncle, right? Of the gaming industry. But still with this serious tone, right? But yeah, of course there's Easter eggs. We have a lot of Easter eggs in the previous games. Yeah. Like since from Codename 47 all the way up, we have Easter eggs, and of course there'll be a lot of Easter eggs.
That's
so
fantastic.
Good. Yeah.
That's good to hear. Well, thank you so much for walking me through the game and for
letting
me interview you as well.
Oh, no worries. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure talking to you guys.
Have a great day.
Thanks, likewise. I hope you enjoyed it.
I'm excited. I'm gonna get a tattoo. It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be like hella sweet. Y'all are gonna be super jealous of my ink. Tiny cosmic cube. It's so little. Welcome back to Top 10 Nerd. We are here at Fan Expo Canada with Jock.
Hey.
So, tell us a little bit about your favorite artwork that you've done.
Favorite artwork that I've done? Oh man, I've been really lucky. I've worked on lots of things that I've enjoyed. The first series was a series called The Losers with writer Andy Diggle for Vertigo. And that was our first thing at DC. And it ended up being made into a movie, so it kind of, when you do your first, because I'm from the UK as well, so to get the first break in America, and it was our own series, and we didn't know how it was going to go, and it went really well. So The Losers holds a special place in my heart. But Batman Black Mirror with Scott Snyder, Witches with Scott Snyder, which is a create our own thing. We do a horror title with Scott. I've been lucky.
Awesome. Yeah, The Losers is awesome.
Oh, thank you.
So what's it like coming from like a UK background in comics and then coming over to North America?
It's there's been quite a few guys from the UK. Alan Moore, Grant Morrison, Mark Miller, Dave Gibbons. Lots of guys sort of follow the route of working for 2000 AD, which is a British anthology comic, and that's what I grew up reading. I didn't grow up reading superhero comics. I grew up reading 2000 AD. Karen Berger from DC used to come over to the UK shows to sort of meet creators from 2000 AD basically, and that's how we, the introductions were made. And yeah, I often wonder whether it's just like a slightly different mentality from creators from the UK, and especially guys like Grant and Mark Miller. They'll come over and they'll maybe have a slightly different attitude towards superheroes than some of the more traditional kind of US-based writers, perhaps. So British people maybe have a different sensibility, maybe which seems to suit comics because there's a lot of guys from the UK doing comics. So
fantastic stuff too.
Yeah, so I don't quite know what it is, but for me, it's getting to draw Batman, getting to draw these big characters. It's an honor really to have the opportunity, and it's cool that in comics you're always able to bring your own voice to it. That I feel very lucky that that's the case. Yeah.
What's it like drawing an iconic character like Batman? Is there a lot of pressure with that, or?
No, I mean, if you think about it too hard, then maybe there could be, but it's important not to worry about that side of it. It's like, what's that phrase about sort of trying to hit a home run and you never do. You've just got to be focused and enjoy the story that you're drawing, and just to try and do the best work you can, and then maybe some of those stories sort of stay around and become like a couple of books I've done that that are still on the shelves now that kind of are considered part of sort of Batman history now, and that's an amazing feeling. But you can't shoot for that, to just sometimes that's just the way it goes, yeah.
Now you worked on Batman Who Laughs, correct?
I'm doing that right now.
That's amazing. So what goes into crafting a character like that?
Well, with Batman Who Laughs, he's already established to a degree. This is his first mini-series, his first specific. I think there's a one-shot maybe that was about him, but this is the first chance that we've had to really bring the character out more. So it's a 6-issue mini-series, it's exciting. I just want to. It's funny, you're asking me sort of what it's like, but actually, every single time I just want it to be the best thing I've done, so that's my approach all the time. The character's amazing. We're bringing in a new Batman called the Grim Knight into it as well, which is going to be fun. The Joker's in it. I don't know whether this is spoilers. I don't know whether that's
I was going to say, are there any hints
you guys
are we allowed to know these things?
This might be an exclusive, I don't know.
Oh man.
Actually, I did put a little picture of some layouts I did, and it had the Joker in it, and I think if you put 2 and 2 together, you'd realise that was for that series. But no, it's going to be fun.
That's awesome. Are there visually? Are you doing because the character's a very intense character?
Yeah.
Is there some interesting stuff that you get to try out with Batman Who Laughs in this?
Well, with because it's with Scott again, and the idea is that it's a bit of a bookend to Batman the Black Mirror, which was basically a horror story. We're very lucky to be able to do sometimes disturbing story in Detective Comics, in the main Batman group, and this is definitely like a callback to Scott's more grounded stuff like that, rather than the big. He's been doing amazing stuff with Justice League, but it's very big and bombastic, and this is much more ground level. Batman's a detective again, it's like which makes it it's going to be hopefully quite creepy and dark and scary, and there's definitely a horror element to it. So my job is just to try and make support that, make it as scary as we can, because the character's very dark. He's a very evil, being. So yeah, it should be fun.
I'm excited to read it.
Thank you.
So last question.
Yep.
Who is your favorite character that you've ever drawn?
Judge Dredd. Because that's what I grew up reading. He was my first work. I got to work on. I was a concept artist on the Dredd movie. Dredd is still my. Although Batman is kind of the easier. Batman's much easier to draw than Judge Dredd has loads of stuff, but still Dredd is still my favorite. character. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Hey, you're welcome. Thank you.
Do you have a Twitter, Instagram that we can plug to let everyone know where to check you out?
Yeah, it's Jock, the number 4 and 20, but I'm not a huge stoner. I didn't know that. It's my company name. I didn't know it had these connotations when I set up from the UK. I don't know. And now it just looks like I'm a huge stoner. So yeah, Jock420 on Instagram and Twitter.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jock.
You're welcome. Cheers.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. This concludes our little episode on Fan Expo 2018 in Toronto. Thanks for watching. Why don't you click like or subscribe or, hang out with us some more. We'd love that. Anyway, have a good day, guys.